Hi, you're sexy, do you like it? I managed to get him back after a few years for negotiations. Girls, as a rule, really love sex. I won't take your money, you're ready for sex right now. To be honest, we lost him. What's important is pleasure here and now. As for my experience in marketing around sexual topics, I have a lot to share. Because when it comes to sexual topics, actually, for them, few people take it on, but there's nothing scary about marketing around sexual topics. There are certain specifics related to some restrictions, perhaps, but in general, these are topics that are very much open to marketing. So I can honestly say that when I first started out in the field of digital marketing, working at a professional agency, one of my very first major projects was actually marketing for an adult sex shop. And this was literally in the first month of my job. Yes, to be completely honest with you, we unfortunately lost that important client because at that particular time, we simply didn't fully understand the unique specifics of this business from the personal perspective of the people involved in it. It should be clearly said that the individuals who run sex shops and who specifically choose this line of business usually really do have a deep love for sex. They look as if they're ready for sex right now. They test all the devices and most of the products they sell on themselves. In other words, it's a business that is born out of an interest in sex itself. So these are quite specific people. And one of the things you need to pay attention to is people for whom pleasure is very important, here and now. If, for example, in other industries you can build some long-term strategies, then when it comes to sexual topics, people want quick results. They're not willing to wait long. Actually, we had an experience and we lost that project because we assigned a project manager who wasn't very compatible with sex as such. Well, he was. He didn't seem like someone who has sex, didn't seem like someone who, in principle, could even hold conversations about it. And that is precisely the reason why the entire project was lost so very quickly. However, with this very same project, after I had personally conducted dozens of intense negotiations with various other sex shops over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, I eventually realized this one absolutely key point, which is that you really need to effectively convince the professional businessman who is also the sex shop owner that it is truly possible to build a sustainable long-term strategy, and that you can patiently wait for, let's say, a much deeper and more meaningful satisfaction over a long period of time, instead of simply chasing after immediate, quick gratification right here and right now. And that very same project, which I managed to bring into the agency at the very beginning, I was able to bring it back a few years later when we came for negotiations. The girls. Two of them, exactly as I described, they look as if they are completely ready for sex right at this very moment. And they came with a request for Google Ads, advertising that would bring quick results. Furthermore, they were actually prepared and eager to give us the money right then and there, just so we would start working on the project immediately. But I told them, girls, I won't take your money right now, and I want to offer you a pleasure that is much deeper, much more valuable than just launching Google Ads right now. I offered them a long-term strategy for developing their sex shop, and since they were used to the idea that if they offer money, people take it, they were really surprised that I refused to take their money. The only thing they said was, we're ready for what you're proposing, but we want to make sure that the person who will be running this project actually loves sex. Okay, I said, let me find out right now. I said that and stepped out of the meeting room, and right then a girl was coming toward me who at that moment was in the middle of a divorce. I asked her, hey, do you like sex? She goes, yeah, I do. Why? Wait, don't go anywhere. There's going to be a cool project. So basically, I go back into the meeting room and say, girls, you know what she does? Okay, that's it. And we've been working with them ever since. And who works here? The AVB Digital Marketing Agency. We even promote topics related to sexuality.